Guys, it's Tuesday morning, first day with the Ferris. We're gonna run the Ferris some today. I left the demo at home, so we're gonna run this Ferris. A few things I got to check on it. First thing I'm gonna do is fill it up with fuel. So that's the first thing I'm gonna do. We'll get it full of fuel and on both tanks, and I'm going to check a few things that I've thought about after I read up on it last night. Yesterday, basically all I did by the time I got home and got the mower and did that one little cut over there, I just put the mower up, man. So I hadn't really even done anything, but I did read a lot about it this morning. You know, when I was getting ready to go, I downloaded the manual. But I'm liking the mower, you know, so much right now. Of course, you always get a little bit excited when you first get it, you know. And I've only made one, you know, only cut 1 yard with it. So, but y'all, man, it cut like a freaking beast, y'all. I mean, this mower's a game changer, man, as far as, for the kind of cuts that I do. Because think about it like this, y'all. When I put some twill tires on that mower, it's going to be an unstoppable machine. It will be a bush hog. It will be whatever we need it to be. Power wise, it's probably, I'll be honest with you, it's probably not going to be a mower that I use every single day. It's going to basically, but I might, you know, like today I got a couple of big cuts to do, you know, and one of the big cuts is, it's been about 3 weeks. I was supposed to go over there last week, but they had the power company over there taking down a bunch of stuff, so I just had to skip it, man. Told her I'd be back next week. So today we got 2 exmark 60s, you know, my main machines, and the new Ferris. A couple things about the Ferris that are not negative but are just, you know, facts is, well, the first thing is it's not as fast as the exmarks, okay? That's, you know, it's 10 miles an hour. You know, I think the exmarks are, you know, 12 at least. The exmarks are pretty quick, you know. It's also more powerful though. It's way more powerful. I cut that, usually when I cut that grass over there that y'all saw me cut yesterday, I usually have to cut it 2 or 3, you know, I usually have to go over it, you know, 2 or 3 times, you know. I mean, I still get it done within 30 minutes. It's just, you know, you could tell that that machine is, you know, now the tires are something that I'm definitely gonna change out. Whenever I buy something like this, you know, of course, you know, you're always giddy when you get something like this and you know it's a, you know, it's a pretty safe bet. But when I buy something like this, I always look at, before I buy it, I always look at, if I buy that for this number, can I sell it today for that same number? And if that answer is yes, then yeah, then that's a good thing. Now, if its answer is no, well, you might want to question whether you're going to need to buy it or not at that number. So, with this mower, and I've only cut with it 1 time. I believe if somebody could offer me $7,500 for it, and I know for a fact I would not take that. So that puts me in a great place, you know. Now, if I was just, you know, now talk to me in 6 months, I might, you know. But right now, today, I don't think well, I know I wouldn't sell it for And if somebody offered me $10,000 for it, well, I'd probably have to sell it, y'all, right? But nobody's going to offer me that for it. But if somebody offered me, you know, within reason $7,500 to $8,000, where I can make a clear $3,000 profit, then I would not sell this mower. I wouldn't. You know, my thinking is I'm going to put 12 tires on this mower, and this mower is going to be the main backup mower and or you know, heavy cutting mower for the bigger cuts that I do, you know. And when people call me to cut their fields and stuff that haven't been cut in a while, and they're gonna pay me, you know, $500 to cut 3 acres of overgrown, well, that's the machine to put on it, as long as it's got 12 tires. It doesn't have 12 tires on it. I think the 12 tires on it will make it, it'll look a lot better too, because the 12 tires are bigger. The machine is so big that the tires look little, if that makes any sense. You know, the tires on this on the Ferris are the same size tires that's on the exmarks, but it doesn't look like it. So we definitely gonna keep it, and we definitely gonna put 12 tires on it. So, you know, but there ain't no gas. God, man. I mean, is gas becoming scarce, man? Because it's appearing that way. Oh my God, man, nobody's got gas, y'all. Oh man. And oh man, y'all. It's not too, I ain't liking this, y'all. No diesel fuel, man. The 2 biggest gas stations in my city, man, are don't have no fuel. Yikes. That's spooky. But I got the Drewski today. I got Drewski's buddy. We got 2 trucks, 2 trailers, and the gospel. The software that the new software that I got, man, it's so stupid, man. If you put more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, each printout, right? These are the kind of things that irritate Ray. So you spend the money on the software, right? And if you put more than 10 properties on the list for the day, like say you got 12 or whatever, it'll put 10 on one sheet, and then it'll print a whole nother sheet for 2 more properties or 1 more property or whatever. And you can't scale it down. You would think that you would be able to, you know, scale it down a little bit and get everything on one sheet, but you can't. You can't reformat it or nothing, man. It's just stupid, dude. So I got 10 properties on here, and then the 11th one I had to write in because I didn't want to print, because, you know, having this piece of paper and then another piece of paper, having to staple it together, what a pain in the butt, dude. You know, little things like this, man, that people that develop software, it's like they ain't never cut grass for a living. I mean, 1 piece of paper's hard enough to keep up. Well, you put 2 pieces of paper in these trucks, man, good God, dude. It's just so wasteful, man, you know. Well, Ray, you just being cheap. Well, I don't know, man. I mean, it ain't about being cheap. It's just about, I don't know, it's just about common sense, man. You know, common sense has got to be common. It's not got to make sense. And, you know, to me, that don't make no sense. Just saying, man. One thing I want to tell you guys, man, is I'm very, and it may not appear this way, but I'm very grateful and humbled by all of the response and the views and the comments and all you guys keeping it real with me. And I just want you guys to know that, man, for real. I'm very grateful for everything that I know that I put the videos out, and that does require some time, energy, and effort. But man, if you guys didn't watch the videos and didn't comment on the videos, then I would have already lost interest. So I never started doing this for money. Okay, I tell you right now, I ain't getting much money. I think for the month in the last 30 days, I'm gonna be getting a check from YouTube, and of course they take taxes out. I'm gonna be getting a check from YouTube for $190. I mean that ain't no money. So don't think that Ray is doing this for money. And most of you guys that most of the people that think I'm doing it for money, they done fell off. They ain't watching them no more. So yeah, I'm gonna pull up over here to my mechanic shop, and I'm gonna go get some diesel before I do anything. So I looked at the spec sheet on this Cat engine, and the reviews on, they're saying that this engine is really a good engine. Of course, I to be honest with you guys, man, I don't really have a whole lot of engine problems out of any mower that I have. I really don't. But I'm definitely gonna want this mower to be all that it can be. And when you live in an area like I live in, and you guys see some of the cuts, that mower will put me in a light where I can just about do anything. So as far as as long as we get the 12 tires, I'm gonna call and order 12 tires for it. So I'm gonna do that relatively quick. I want this mower on standby or whatever, ready to go to do whatever I needed to do. And air tires are not something that I'm going to be dealing with on any mower. If on any mower, it's just a matter of time. This mower also enables me to make a move with the Skag. Okay, let me run this mower for a few days, get a feel for it, how it handles and how it cuts, and reliability and all of that. There are still things that can go wrong that I'm not aware of right now. I went through it a little bit yesterday, but like I said, I didn't have time, man, and I knew that I was going to be using it today, kind of not hardcore, but to cut up thick grass. So we're gonna get a bead on this thing today on exactly what this mower is all about. And another thing I want to ask you guys, one guy was saying, I think SC Lawns was saying that they make an adapter plate that you can put on the rotor to go from a 5-lug to a 4-lug. I would entertain that, because see, the 4-lug is going to make it where I can, use the same 12 tires that I use on the exmarks. I like to make things interchangeable if I can. Obviously, the deck and being a 61 inch is not going to be compatible blade wise with any of the exmark blades. So that's one thing. I'm gonna pull up over here to my mechanic real quick, and I gotta ask him something real quick. The Ferris, I put fuel in it, and it held $45. You know, and that filled up both tanks. So, and we're a little bit under 700 hours. So we're gonna see how many hours I can get off of that much fuel. Because I'm definitely not gonna want the guys working for me stopping and putting fuel in this machine, because they'll slip up and put gas in it, man. Got to be aware. You put gas in that thing, man. Oh man. But these guys ought to be. They ought to be about done over there, and over here. They ought to be. They're probably already over here. I'm thinking. I don't know. You never know. We're gonna see how it cuts this heavier grass here. I'm gonna put you on time on that hyperlapse, whatever. Alright, y'all saw how sweet that thing cut, man. It cut that grass sweet. A couple things about it that you got to get used to compared to the exmarks. Well, exmarks are a lot more nimble, you know. But this machine is made for, you know, this machine is made for big cuts and, you know, things like that, man. I mean, you can do manicured lawns with it, but now I wouldn't want to put it on a little bitty lawn, man. Well, and of course, you know, I haven't owned the machine long enough to really, you know, I'm very good at operating it, used to it, and all that stuff. So, you know, you got to get used to these machines as you, you know, the first 10 hours or so, probably, you know, you're just getting used to the machine, you know, considering I've got, you know, 10,000 hours or more on the exmarks or whatever, you know, over the years. I probably do have that many hours, you know. So, you know, that's kind of where I'm at with it. Drew ran it for a minute, and you know, one thing about it is every pass you make, it cuts it all. It don't matter how tall it is. So far, you know, it cuts it all. So that can make up for the nimbleness, you know, because you don't have to cut nothing twice at the end of the day, and you know, that's a good thing. So I'm going over here, and I got two over here I'm gonna do by myself, and they got 4 they're going to do, and then after that we'll have like 4 more, you know, and then we've only done 2, but they were both $120 lawns, and it's 1030. So. And the 2 that we done are regular every 2 weeks. So I don't even, when I say a regular customer, I'm referring to every 2 weeks. You know, I'm not referring to weekly, or, you know, I don't like I said, I don't have a lot of that. Hey.
What's up, man?
So where you at?
About to blow this yard off and then spray.
Oh wow, you ain't done none of that yet?
I just got blown. I mean, I blew the veranda off. I just got.
Alright, so, yeah, man, I'm trying, I thought she'd be done over there, man. Trying to, because I just did the last one, you know, robbing in the neighborhood.
Oh, is that where you headed?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We'll be sticking and moving, dog, sticking and moving.
Yeah, there was a pretty good bit of weed eating over here, but I'm gonna go ahead and spray the front cracks and everything.
Yeah, walk down. Yeah, well, you really ain't got to blow off that corner one. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Don't worry about blowing off that corner one. Just spray them cracks and come on and get on up out of there, dog. You know
all right. And you want me to come to Robin?
Yeah, and you're gonna do the detail there. I'm gonna cut. You know.
Oh, I already know that.
Yeah. We're gonna. But hell, man, it ain't gonna be. I should be. It ain't much detail over there, so it's a little bit better than yesterday, man. We should easily be done. We should easily be done by 2, man. Easy.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Like I said, I just I seen one more little spot over here, and I'm gonna spray and get us out of here.
Yep.
And you said don't worry about the one in the corner, right?
Right.
All right, man. I'll see you in just a minute.
Yep.
All right.
I thought he'd be done with that by now. Jeez. Okay. All right, y'all. So. I just dropped the 3rd guy off. Now I'm going to the neighborhood. We're gonna do one more. I got one in the neighborhood to do. That diesel running good, man. That's a good running mower, man. It cuts like a champ. It cuts good too, not just a good running mower, but I'm liking the way that deck cuts. You know, the mowers that I have are, you know, exmark and you know, and then I bought that Skag. And I've had a few mowers over the years, you know, different kind of mowers over the years, but I didn't really know anything about lawnmowers, so I can't recall how good they cut or how bad they cut. I was just trying to make a living, man, and I didn't know anything about a good cutting mower versus a bad cutting mower. You know, I mean, that's how ignorant I was in the beginning, you know. So, you know, this diesel mower, not only is it powerful and got a lot of torque, it is one smooth riding machine. It's great on the bumpy yards to me. I was over there on one yard, it's probably 3/4 of an acre. And there's a lot of bumps, man. And when you're on the exmark, you bounce around. On that mower, it was just like, I mean, there's a huge difference, man, in that, man. So yeah. All right, y'all. I'm gonna pull up on this one. I'll kick back